Yo, what is good, everybody? What is good, yo? I wanted to make a normal video like I usually do and, have some game that's newer, but with the recent passing of Stan Lee, I thought it would be very respectable. I'm sorry that this is on such a different type of channel, anime and all that stuff, but Stan Lee is definitely somebody who inspired a lot of the hero genre uh, to to expand and to be bigger and to learn so much about him not long ago to just hear this news very recent and it's just happening not long ago at all. It's a very sad moment and I just wanted to pay any type of respect that I could. And I'm sorry that it did have to start like this, but I know you guys are very respectable that have stood up to me, and I appreciate you. So I just wanted you to know this is the real me, and we still got to, you know, go on. The show goes on. He wouldn't want all of us to be sad. He would want all of us to be still making something out of this life because if anyone knew his time was coming, it was definitely him. So RIP to him. I hope you are in a better place, my man, and I will forever never do on to people that I would never want done on to me. Thank you, everybody. Goldenkamuy this week definitely gave me another reasoning as to why I really wanted to show my respects to the elders is because this is an episode where someone first off starts off disrespecting his mother and his father's wishes to try to do something that he thought would make him feel better and maybe even his father and mother feel better, which was revenge the daughter of his mom and dad, his sister, by the person who took her life. And come to find out, it's really not that easy of a story, for what he could see and what he saw at the actual scene and witnessed. There was so much missing from that story that it really put him in a bad spot um, in the overall grand scheme of things because when you think about it, he wanted revenge, and to find out that the things worked out the way that they did, um, I mean, what can you do about it? After finding out that everything he did, was seemingly for the same person you want to revenge. He was trying to do the best, if not the best thing possible for her, and he took it in the worst way possible and kind of had his life spiral. And I'm talking about the man who is now one of my top picks now for a character who might give the immortal a run for his money if he's not careful. This guy is definitely one of the more entertaining people to learn about, and I really like that aspect that Goldenkamuy kind of knows that because at the same time, if you are like me, you're very skeptical at some things that they give us with anime. Like, they don't usually just go out of their way to make someone who seemingly doesn't need to be very big in the story have such a big um, triumphant moment unless it's like short-lived, and that's usually just how things go. Like, oh, he's smiling because at least at his last moments, he got to try to just, right his wrongs. And that's what anime really scares me is with that, because not only have we had a good amount of characters continue to make it out alive out of very dangerous altercations like the Immortal himself last week, getting into what he got into. you would think that he would still be recovering and not capable of doing much, but this man is uh, he's out here enjoying the girl doing her dance and stuff to try to attract cranes and stuff. He's chilling. Um, but this is the same, this is the same like next episode after we lost one of their teammates. So I think every single one of them have came into this situation knowing fully what's at stake here and what could happen to them at any given moment. It's just who is the one that gets to pretty much, keep all the money, get all the things at the end of the day, and survive to tell the story type of deal. So that is where we are as of now, but it could change. Maybe they want to, start to, work together in the sense of if they are not just trying to get the gold and then try to one up each other, they could easily become like some stupid broken team. But there's just no trust, which there shouldn't be in the sense of why should they trust them? Like these guys are all tattooed criminals or in the government who wanted to pretty much change everything in their own image and stuff like that. So it's like you're really gonna tell me to trust people who, when I'm sleeping, they could easily just take me out. So I really like that there's been no real sense of trust between them. Even when they're warning each other about certain stuff, it seems like they keep an eye on each other while they're fighting. So, but learning all of this backstory about one character and learning so much to make him impactful is what scares me the most about this week, including being a fan of this character. Not only was I a fan of him when he actually survives, the betrayal that he gets, he survives it, and then comes out being like stronger and stuff. Then next thing you know, he's living his life like how the immortal pretty much did, and he's learning that these villagers are almost saving him more than he could save them. So he's becoming the person that he used to want to be, and that is a callback to last week when she told the immortal, like, if we go back to your hometown and you give me some of the cooking that, or like those sweet things that you love to eat, would you become the same, like the old person that you were, And I think this is a beautiful indication that it's possible. It's something worth trying, and we have someone who is actually proof that it's possible if he keeps pushing forward to make it achieved. Because now he's in the role of helping a sad mother, uh, maybe get her daughter back in the sense of something he could never do for his own sister and his own mother. So very very scared. They should never really give you that much information about a character throughout a whole episode unless they're like, hey, now that you know this and now that you feel so good about his backstory becoming full again, he's gotta go. Like, that's rough, man. I've been through some animes that have done that. I'm not gonna name them now because that's huge spoilers. I want you guys to suffer like I did. Um, but that's anime, they have a good way of making these characters not only symbolical, but once you see them, you're like, man, like you get in your feels, you get a little bit choked up. You're like, maybe if I change the future, I know what happens. If I ever meet them, I can save him. You feel like you could be some time traveler and save these people, but then you find out you're just a little bit crazy, you're crazy. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make light of, just anything at this point, and to have an episode that kind of spoke to the sense of uh humanity becoming better than what they believe they already are. In this week's episode, it definitely touched on losing people, and then you should learn something from at least what they had tried to do with their life, through and through, from the time that they were here to the time that they leave. You should always try to leave some type of message, to help the generations in the future. Even if you think you're not someone who's going to do anything for people in the future or do anything for anyone, just by you being on this platform, you have the potential to change lives. You have the potential to make people want to watch things, to not want to watch things, and to even check out things they never would ever try to. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day, night, morning, afternoon, whatever the case. And um, I'm not sure if I'll do, another video like this again. It kind of took me out, from the start of just having hype energy to being very, very serious. And I'm pretty sure you guys don't just want me serious like this all the time. Unless you do, and maybe I'll think of some other sad stuff to think of before I do videos. So, thank you. I will talk to you guys in the next one. RIP to Stanley, and go watch some Spider-Man or something, man, and see the man Stanley how he always probably wanted to be, right next to the superheroes he created, watching them save people, or just watching them go through things that maybe a little advice could help. Alright, everybody. Peace. Look, Spider-Man don't even want to look at me. Spider-Man, look at me. I know, man. Come on. Just one time. Alright.